Uber made some changes to comfort rides, which makes me no longer want to do them. Let's talk about why.
What is up? It is Red, the Rideshare Ginger, coming right back at you. Just finished up a Lyft, and we are going to talk about some comfort rides. They just took it out of beta. It's now official. I don't know what markets it's in. I know it's in Chicago. And so we're going to talk about Chicago, and I'm sure it's very similar in other markets where, so they test marketed this thing at 80 cents a mile and 30 cents a minute. I'm using rough numbers. You can go look at the exact ones. It's not that important because I'm not going for comfort anymore. Comfort used to be my favorite ride for a while. It had good demand for the drivers. There's a lot of can't speak, it's fine. There were a lot of requests coming through for me, at least, and these people were going further distances than a standard like Select or XL, but they were replacing it with that. So I don't know. I liked it at 80 cents a mile and 30 cents a minute, and it was going pretty solid, and it was worth it for me to look for those rides and chase those rides. Well, it's now like, I think they 66 cents per minute instead of 61 on an X, and 66 cents per mile, and X is 61 cents per mile, so 5 more cents per mile, which again, it's a benefit, if it's good. And then per minute, 24 cents per minute versus the 21 cents per minute on X. If I'm an X driver, give me comfort all day. Love me some comfort then. It's a little bit of a bump, a little bit of an increase, not too bad. But let's talk about some of the pitfalls of it. So one, even as an X driver, there's now a 10-minute wait to cancel, not 5, but 10. I don't think it's justified with the increase on the pay rate. Not to me, at least. And then they added the preferences to this. So there's the preferences that were on black that I talked about before, where you can tell your driver to basically shut the fuck up and request that you need help with luggage and temperature. Great, that's nice, but you're not getting paid much more as a driver for that, which I don't really care. Those are all things that you should be basically doing anyways. But here's the problem. I think it's going to take away from tips, because part of the reason I know I get tipped is because I know when to shut up or I know when to talk. I tell them they can adjust the temperature in the back, and I help with luggage. All of those things lead to a tip, because not every driver's doing it. But if they're requesting comfort and they think they're paying, or they are paying extra for it, and they think those things are included, then they're less likely to then tip you for you doing it. So I think it's going to reduce on tips. So, which comfort I'd been getting tipped pretty nice on. And here's the weird, just little strange thing in there. There's no preferences on Select. So as a passenger, why would I ever pay for a Select ride at this point unless I really, really want that luxury vehicle? But you're getting a vehicle with, in theory, more legroom, more headroom. It's a newer vehicle, and you get preferences, and you get them to wait for you longer. Comfort's the value play at this point. But as a driver, I'm not chasing it, but I think it's going to start hurting XL. It's going to start hurting XL. I can't speak today. Damn, guys, sorry. It's going to start hurting Select, and it's going to start hurting XL, because as I've talked before, those comfort riders are taking away from XL mostly, and some of Select. The nice thing is, I don't think it's going to take away from Select very much, because some Select drivers are just snobs and they think they need to be on Select, so it is what it is. But as I talk more in my next video about my strategy to combat the summer slowdown, I'll let you know why I'm not probably going to do a single comfort ride going forward. But that's kind of where I'm at. There's going to be very, very few times I do a comfort ride going forward, and it's just because my strategy, it doesn't fit my strategy for what I'm doing to fight the summer slowdown and to get past it. So we'll talk about that in the next video. I don't want to have this drag on too long, but comfort, it's here. It's probably going to stay. Passengers get the preferences. 10-minute wait time before you cancel and collect the fee. I mean, you can always cancel whenever you want to, but then collect the fee. And the rates are booty. Not good. The rates are not good. But it's kind of that expectation. They issue something in beta, get drivers excited, and it was good. I mean, I don't know how long this was going for, but a couple of months, I think. I don't know, I liked comfort while I was here. It was great. 80-something cents per mile and 30-something cents per minute was solid. It made sense for me to chase it and go after it because there was a lot of them out there. A lot of people were trying comfort. And I think there's going to be a lot of comfort requests out there because this is going to naturally, if they're lowering the driver's rates, it's going to at least lower the passenger rates slightly. Over the long term would be my thought. I could be way, way wrong on that because Uber does need to make some money and whatnot, so maybe not. But I do think it will probably just slightly lower the rates on comfort, but we'll see. But that's comfort, guys. I'm not going to flash up any pictures. I'm not going to do any of that shit. You guys can all look at it and read it, but that's kind of the summary of what comfort is, and I think it's here to stay, and I'm not going to be doing it. I'll do some, but I was probably getting, I'd say like 10-ish% of my rides were probably comfort in a week, sometimes 20%, but there were also some of my biggest and best rides were comfort rides. So as far as money per week, I think it was making up about 15 to 20, maybe 25% of my earnings while I was here, depending on the week. And now it's probably going to be less than 1% of the rides I take and less than 5% of the income I make in a week. But things change. Got to adapt, guys. Got to adapt as things go. Oh, and also you can look up now what vehicles actually qualify for comfort. Before it was, I don't know. They didn't really say. But now they're up there. Now you can look at it, go and check your dashboard. You can figure out whether your vehicle qualifies or not. But until next time, guys, I appreciate the watch. I appreciate you guys. I really cannot speak today. Damn. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys subscribing. And I'm going to end this damn video right now because I cannot speak. Thanks, guys.